back to Loi Tv. I'm Griff.
I'm Ross.
And it's less than a week till the season starts in the League of Ireland.
Today we're going to be doing a quick preview of each team competing in the League of Ireland. Let's go. We're going to start off with Bohemians. Probably their best player, Keith Ward, very good player, good midfielder. The best signing, let's say, is probably Keith Buckley. Very important signing after the loss of Fuad Sule. They're aiming to the season at the kind of mid-table finish, avoid any kind of relegation battle. Yeah, it'll be tough for them to do now because they don't have an awful lot of money, but no, that's definitely their aims. And a young player to watch, probably Jamie Hamilton, broke into the team last year, looking to nail down a place this season.
Talking about is Bray. Bray have had quite a lot of issues over the last year in terms of financial difficulties and also the gambling scandals that affected the club in the last year. For me, their best player has to be Gary McCabe, their captain. He scored 15 goals from midfield last season. He's definitely going to be a key player in a squad which otherwise is quite weak. Made too many notable signings this window, apart from Jay Kelly, a winger from Longford. This young player has to be another signing. Sean Heaney, who they signed from Shamrock Rovers. He spent last season on loan at Waterford City, where he was a crucial part of Waterford getting a promotion. Realistically, with all the off-the-field issues and not that great of a squad, I don't see Bray getting out the relegation zone, which will be their aim for this season.
Cork City, the reigning champions and the FAI Cup winners last season. Big season for them now, big miss with Sean Maguire going to Preston. You could see it towards the end of last season that they were really missing him. Cork City's best player for me has got to be Carl Shepherd. This season we had to move to a more left-hand side position with the new signing of Patrick Cummins from St Johnstone. Last time he was with Cork City, he's returning to the club after a spell away with St Johnstone. He's got 24 goals in his last spell and led to them winning the league, so it's a big sign for them. Carl Shepherd will be more comfortable in a left-hand side position, which will really be a great asset for them in the season. The best signing for me is going to be Barry McNamee from Derry City. Very, very talented midfielder, links up the play very well between midfield and attack. Their aims for the season has got to be to retain the league and win the cup again. I suppose would be very tall order, especially with the loss of Sean Maguire to Preston. You could see towards the end of last season that it was a big loss. Cork City's young player to watch for me. There are a few good talented youngsters, but for me definitely Kieran Sadlier, looking to nail down a spot on left wing this season. Scored the winning penalty in the FAI Cup last season, so had a big breakthrough. But also another young player, Tony Alibeo Rowling at right back, very talented full back, and will be looking to make his mark this season.
Next team is Derry City. Derry City for me have two big players that will be crucial on their side this season. Aaron McAnuff, a proven playmaker who can add a creative spark to the game, and Rory Patterson, the big target man who's a proven goal scorer. He also has 5 caps for Northern Ireland and an experienced player who's crucial to Derry City this season. Best signing for me has to be Rory Hale from Galway. He showed flashes of quality there last season. He's sure to be a decent signing for Derry. Best young player for me has to be Ronan Curtis, the Irish under-21 international, almost signed for Östersund in the Swedish division this season. For me, Derry have to aim for a top half finish at the least this season, if not top 4. Moving back to Brandywell will be sure to be a big boost to the club.
Title contenders Dundalk. The best player for me has got to be Michael Duffy. Creative spark in midfield. Very talented midfield Dundalk have. Probably one of the best in the league. And Michael Duffy is a crucial part of that. Best signing for me has got to be Ronan Murray. Brought in to replace David McMillan, who left the club last season. He's been a big loss. But his 13 goals for relegated Galway last year were a big bonus to them. And he'll be looking to do it again this season and improve on it. Dundalk's young player to watch this season has got to be Dylan Connolly. Very quick winger. Brought in from Bray towards the end of last season. Didn't really get his finest groove, but he'll probably be looking to that this season. 22 years old now, looking to have a big season out of him. Dundalk's aims got to be reclaim the title, have a good run in the cup, and yeah, it's really important that they have a good season. A good start is crucial.
Yeah lads, the camera died, so we're going to have to do part 2 in another video. We'll have the first 5 teams here. We recorded another 3, but they're on the camera that died, so we're going to leave it and we're going to do next video on the next video.
Alongside with our predictions for the new season.
Okay.
And make sure you hit the like button, subscribe.
Hit it right here. Hit the button right here. But to be honest, Jay Kelly from Longford has to be their best one. Good little winger from Longford, and he'll hopefully win. Jesus, what the fuck is that?
Next we move on to title contenders Dundalk. The best player for me, Michael Duffy. Creative spark in midfield and is very important for them this season.
Oh, jeez.
Title contenders Dundalk. Oriel Park is an absolute fortress to go to.
Fucking
Oriel Park, like, it's the worst.
fortress. It's a